OpenAI just dropped a specialized AI model for life sciences, and it is not another general-purpose chatbot. This one is built specifically for drug discovery, target prioritization, and complex biological workflows. It is called GPT Rosalind, named after Rosalind Franklin, the scientist whose X-ray crystallography work was critical to discovering the DNA double helix structure. Let's break down what makes this different, who is already using it, and why it matters for the future of AI in medicine. Here is what OpenAI actually announced. GPT Rosalind is a life sciences-specific model that combines structured data retrieval, literature search, and scientific analysis into repeatable workflows. It is already available through Codex, ChatGPT, and the API. On the LabBench 2 benchmark, which tests real-world scientific reasoning, it outperforms GPT 5.4 on 6 out of 11 tasks. That is notable because it means specialization beats raw scale for domain-specific work. It also hit the 95th percentile on Dyno Therapeutics RNA prediction, a task that requires deep understanding of molecular biology. The model has been tuned to be more skeptical and less sycophantic, meaning it is less likely to agree with incorrect assumptions and more likely to flag when evidence does not support a conclusion. This is critical in drug discovery where wrong assumptions can cost years and billions of dollars. The strongest proof is the demo itself. In a real Codex session, GPT Rosalind is asked to compare and prioritize 3 drug targets for asthma treatment: IL-33, TSLP, and IL-1RL1. The model starts by building an internal evidence package, pulling data from structured databases. Then it spawns subagents to analyze each target in parallel, looking at genetic evidence, clinical trial data, pathway biology, and druggability. Each subagent builds its own evidence lane. Finally, the model synthesizes everything into a ranked recommendation with a figure showing the comparative analysis. This is not a chatbot answering questions. This is an AI research workflow that would normally take a team of scientists days to complete manually. The key insight is that Rosalind does not just retrieve information. It structures the entire analytical process, maintains scientific rigor, and delivers actionable results.
The life sciences model helps scientists make faster and better decisions by combining structured data retrieval, literature search, and scientific analysis into a repeatable workflow in Codex. In this instance, the life sciences model is asked to compare and prioritize 3 targets: IL-33, TSLP, and IL-1RL1 for asthma. It starts with an internal evidence package, which includes internal assay results, biomarker strategy, tractability and safety, as well as a target product profile. The life sciences model gives a crisp top-line recommendation. It ranks the targets and grounds the recommendation based on the local data files found. But it also implies that there is an opportunity to expand upon additional evidence around human genetics or target disease evidence. The life sciences model can also leverage the life sciences research plugin to pull in additional relevant evidence. The model has been trained on when best to invoke appropriate life sciences skills, as well as how to synthesize the outputs of those skills. Let's also leverage the power of Codex to spawn subagents to tackle each lane of evidence. That keeps the genetics, translational biology, regulatory context, and other criteria separate and unbiased until the final synthesis. The life sciences model has directed Pascal to be responsible for all of the human genetics evidence that should be leveraged in comparing the 3 asthma targets. It correctly outlines a list of skills that are relevant in order to pull in the right level of human genetic evidence. Once all of the 6 agents that have been subspawned have completed their output, the total outputs will be synthesized in order to generate a final prioritization. By leveraging the output from a variety of databases, the model is able to surface locus to gene context, follow signals across cohorts, bring in target disease evidence, and literature to help resolve ambiguity. The life sciences model is primed with greater thinking and biointelligence for complex scientific tasks.
OpenAI did not build this alone. They partnered with 7 major players across pharma, biotech, and research. Amgen, Moderna, Novo Nordisk, and Thermo are the pharma and life science tools partners. Allen Institute and UCSF bring deep academic and computational biology expertise. NVIDIA provides the compute infrastructure. Benchling is the lab data platform integration. This is a real product with real enterprise customers, not a research demo. It is available now in the US through trusted access for enterprise customers. The free life sciences research plugin is also available with over 50 skills covering 50-plus databases. These skills span target identification, clinical trial analysis, biomarker discovery, pharmacogenomics, and literature review across PubMed, clinicaltrials.gov, CHMVL, UniProt, and dozens more. So, what does this actually mean? 3 things stand out. First, domain-specific AI is beating general-purpose models. GPT 5.4 is the most capable general model OpenAI ships, but for life sciences, the specialized model wins. Expect this pattern to repeat in law, finance, and engineering. Second, the plugin ecosystem is the real unlock. 50-plus skills across 50-plus databases means Rosalind can query the exact data sources scientists already use without custom integrations. Third, the skepticism tuning is underrated. Most AI models agree with you. In drug discovery, that is dangerous. A model that pushes back on weak evidence could prevent costly late-stage failures. The biggest open question is whether this stays US-only and enterprise-only, or whether independent researchers and smaller biotechs get access. The plugin is free, but the model itself requires trusted access. That gap matters. If you are a developer or researcher building AI tools for scientific workflows, you should know about Conductor OSS. It is a fully local, open-source platform for managing AI coding agents. Works with Claude Code, Codex, Gemini, and every other major agent. Everything runs on your machine. No cloud dependency, no data leaving your environment. Check it out at conductros.com or star the repo at github.com/sharonik06/conductor-oss. If this video was useful, subscribe and hit the bell. Links to everything discussed are in the description below.